Good evening, students. So I had my first Google Meet with Tarell and Mistie, and it went really well. And we discussed what a first 5-paragraph essay structure. We discussed the role of God in our lives, and so I invited them to talk about their paper. So let's go over some of the topics that you need to know for the class, which we went over in case you missed the meeting. So we went over what is a 5-paragraph essay structure, and I told them that when you write an essay, you need to have an introduction paragraph, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion paragraph. Then I taught them that when you have a thesis statement, you need to have a topic, you need to have opinion and reasons, TOR. And so that your topic, your thesis statement, acts as a roadmap for your paper. So for instance, Tarell wrote a paper about the difficulties of moving. And so moving is difficult. His thesis statement was moving is difficult. So moving out of an apartment or a home, that's the topic, is difficult. That's the opinion, because. So remember, topic, opinion, reason. So because of the emotional stress involved in moving, the physical stress involved in moving, financial stress involved in moving. Then his body paragraphs will be moving is difficult because of the physical stress, moving is difficult because of the emotional stress, and moving is difficult due to financial stress. And those will become his 3 body paragraphs. And then for each topic sentence, like for instance, when he writes about moving is difficult due to financial stress, he would write 5 sentences about why moving is difficult due to financial stress. Then he'll write 5 sentences about why moving is difficult due to emotional stress, and then another 5 sentences about why moving is difficult due to physical stress. So the 3 reasons that's in your thesis statement become your body paragraphs. Then when you write your conclusion, you restate your thesis as the first sentence of the conclusion. Then you write 5 sentences to summarize the highlights of your essay. And then I told Tarell that when he writes his thesis statement, he still needs to write 5 sentences, 5 background sentences above his thesis statement. So remember that your introduction paragraph has 3 parts. Hook, which is the first sentence that grabs the reader's attention. 5 background sentences telling the reader why you chose this thesis. And then you have your thesis statement as the last sentence of the first paragraph. And so we went over essay structure that way. And I also introduced a different kind of introduction paragraph. Up till now, we've only been doing the funnel introduction paragraph. A funnel introduction paragraph is like an upside down triangle where you start out very general with a general fact, that is your hook, and then you conclude that paragraph, the first paragraph, with your thesis statement. In other words, you start out very general and you end up very specific, your thesis statement. So that I've been teaching everyone the funnel introduction paragraph. But then I taught Tarell and Mistie the turnabout paragraph, because for your essay too, you'll be writing a persuasive essay. And when you write a persuasive essay, you need to mention the other side briefly before you switch to your thesis statement. You have the choice of writing either a funnel or a turnabout paragraph. A turnabout paragraph means that you start out by stating the other side. So I would say, some people think smoking is glamorous. Some people think smoking makes you look mature. So you write 5 of those sentences of the other side. However, in reality, smoking is dangerous for a person's health because smoking causes lung cancer, stomach cancer, and throat cancer. And the 3 different cancers will become your body paragraphs. So that is a turnabout where you switch to the other side. That's known as a turnabout introduction paragraph. It's different than in a funnel introduction paragraph where you just write a story about why, 5 sentences, why that thesis is important. So for your next essay, I also told them that to find topics for your next essay, which is due in week 4, you go to procon.org, and and that's where you're going to find your topics for the persuasive essay. So if you go to procon.org, you will be able to find what your topics for your persuasive essay. And I think that might have been it. I don't remember if we went over anything else. I think we went over the quizzes and how you can find my quiz notes inside the forums. And we discussed having another Google Meet. It's going to be not this coming Friday, not Friday the 29th, but Friday, the first Friday in August. I believe that's August 5th. And so that will be the next Google Meet. And I'm going to make it at 6:30, the same time, Friday. And I hope that more people show up. And I hope that you all have a great semester. And I hope you enjoyed this summary wrap-up of my first Google Meet for summer session 2. And I got to meet Tarell and Mistie. So next, I hope to see more of you next time in the next Google Meet. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me.